Afternoon, everybody. It's your crazy uncle today, coming to you on a Friday. Gonna see if Friday 6 o'clock, 6:30 is a good time. So, just want to come in and have a talk over a beer with everybody. And that just went right on my keyboard. Remind me never to do that again. Anyways, to your health. Hmm. Today, I want to sit there and talk about a little bit what's going on around the world, and I want you to know, hey, are we getting played? Well, yeah, we are. Okay, and I'll let you know how we're getting played. It's actually very easy to see once you actually go into it. Okay, one of the main things going on, everybody knows the baby formula is going on, is well, China's been buying it up and buying the shit out of it for years now. And they've been buying it before it's even made. So they have to deliver it there before we get it. And, it's actually kind of messed up how that works. How it's the fact that we make products that we can't use, we have to send them over to other countries. Yeah, well, guess what? We also send them to our southern border. It just broke today that here, I'll even add it right here. Oh, crap. I scrolled right past it. Son of a bitch. Anyway, let's see. Right here, Washington Examiner. Illegal migrants first to get pallets of hard to find baby formula. Well, it makes you wonder what the hell they were doing before they got there. And secondly, why should we care? Seriously, I'd like to know why we're caring about other countries before our own. It's bad enough all our socialists, well, we call them Democrats in this country, but all our socialists are going to Ukraine looking for brownie points. Fuck you. Mm. I passed the first couple minutes so I can say they can go fuck themselves sideways without getting totally demonetized. Now, the thing is, it's not just baby formula. That just happens to be what's front and center. And what I got told the other day, if it's even close to true, we got some major problems. That there is going to be a shutdown, temporary or not, yeah, temporary shutdown, right? We used to that of the fuel over here on the East Coast. Well, they shut the fuel down on the East Coast even for a couple of days. You're looking at Washington, D.C., pretty much New York, any of the large cities up here, or all the way down, they're going to run out of fuel in less than 24 hours. They run out of fuel, the big trucks won't go in. The big trucks don't go in, you don't get anything refueled or restocked at all. It doesn't happen. People don't understand how very fragile the supply chain is. Hell, most people don't even understand how the supply chain works. And that one link in the entire chain fails. It's not just farm to table. All right. So, and right now, you got people who are trying to win votes. And this is another reason why we're getting played. They want to pull us into another foreign war. They want to get us involved even a little bit so they can get more and more and more and more, keep pushing until they finally, well, shocker, say, oh, we didn't bring you in Vietnam, or sorry, Ukraine. You've been in Ukraine for 20 years. Sounds familiar, don't it? Yeah, I kind of stumbled because that's what the original phrase was. Vietnam. They dragged us in there, 76,000 dead, times three that wounded or just mangled. Bite me. As a retired soldier, I'll tell you, they can kiss my ass. Not on the left side, not on the right side, but right down the middle, the darkest part, and kiss it repeatedly. In any case, it's all that fun stuff going together, and it's all connected. Okay, believe it or not, sometimes you can actually get some of the greatest words of wisdom from fiction. And one of the things that's there is from the movie Shooter, and it's actually full of good quotes on that one. But it said, no matter how horrible it is, nothing happens without the approval of a government, which is true. I was there. I seen it. So if you don't understand that, then I don't know what to tell you. Okay, it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. So understand that this whole breakdown. I mean, something as simple as they say, "Oh, we can't get anything from the ports. It must be the truckers." It's not the truckers. Those guys that run those big ass cranes, they're being forced out. Told that if they show up, they're gonna get their asses stomped in, or worse. And the union's not gonna protect them. The union's taking money from the same people who are saying, "Don't come in." It's all about the fucking Benjamins, people. It's all about the money. Thing is, you can't eat money. You can use some of it to wipe your ass, but it ain't fun to do. Not that I would know anything about that. But no, it sucks ass, people. You can't just eat money. On that note, I'm going to change gears here. Downshift. And yet, if you know tractors, you know there's 2 gear shifts on it. So if you haven't got your garden in, now's a good time. Okay. Excuse me, I got an itch. But if you haven't got your garden in, get your garden in. Okay. Now's a good time. Make sure you get the seeds in, planted enough apart from each other, do the math. Hell, bring out one of those big rolling tapes and actually set it up exactly how far to get your best yield out of it. And it's going to take some time. Those of you who haven't done before, yeah, it's going to be the first time. If you get a decent yield, you're lucky. Okay. If you're doing it by the numbers, then yeah, you're probably going to do pretty well. That being said, it's still going to be a trying time. All right, it is what it is on that. Now, so many other rooms. Sorry. But if they start slowing down with the fuel, or the fuel ends up costing more, that's more you have to pay the delivery driver. That's more you have to pay for the fuel cost, which means the price of maintenance is going to go up, because the fuel cost also equals all the other fluids needed for an internal combustion engine. These guys are trying to force the shift over to what they call the 4th industrial revolution. There's nothing industrial about it. It's electronic age. We've already jumped 2 ages in the past 20 years. Okay. And if you're like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. How do you jump 2 ages in 20 years? Well, we went from the industrial age to the electronic age, right around, or well, I should say the internet age, which wasn't much of an age, because that went from right around 2000, from 98 to 2001 was the start of it. And that's when the higher speed internets, the infrastructure started kicking in. And that changed so much. Holy crap, did that change so much. And then in the past 5 to 10 years at most, we've gone into the information age, where information is so viable. I mean, this has everything on it. I'd be hard pressed not to find something on there. Although some things you just don't want to see. But times are changing, because the manufacturing is going so much faster. 3D printers have made manufacturing so much easier. The new computer systems, you can reprogram something in minutes what used to take weeks. So keep that in mind. All right, I've been rambling on, and I kind of been jumping all over the place. I will say, I'll give you a weekend safety brief. If you drink, you don't drive. If you drive, you don't drink. If your buddy wants to drink and drive, kick his ass. If your little soldier's going into the bush, make sure he wears his poncho. And if you're going to get some drugs, you better call me and share, motherfucker. Or I'm going to be fucking pissed at you. Now, that's as an old Army safety brief. The new Army is, oh, it's okay. But I will leave you with this. And this is so everybody knows. The don't ask, don't tell. Everybody thought was really stupid. Yeah, I thought it was dumb when it started. But it worked. Okay? It actually worked. Why was don't ask, don't tell put into place? A lot of you are scratching your heads. I don't remember. Well, I'll tell you. About 30 years ago, a soldier who was a British cigarette, not from Britain, but a U.S. soldier who was a British cigarette. If you don't know what I mean, look it the fuck up. He had just broke up with his gay boyfriend. They made the news. When I say they, the news made it sound like he was assaulted. It was a old-fashioned gay bashing. That didn't really happen, even back in the day. What it turned out is the ex-lover got a bunch of his other butt buddies, literally, and went and beat this guy to the point where he was bleeding out on the floor and left him to die. But it was pitched as though, oh, people are going after the queers. It wasn't the case. You will never find a more vile group on the planet. These, oy. If you really want my stance on that, go look at one of my other videos. And you were not born that way. Nobody is. I'll get into more of this later. This is your crazy uncle punching out.